Okay guys, I'm on. I'm a few minutes early because everything seems to be working okay. So if nobody's here yet, that is okay. I am going to use the phone. I'm going to set you guys up here while I get everything else sorted out so you can just kind of hang out and watch a little bit. And I'm running with the wireless, so now I don't have a wire tethered to me either, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm early. I got 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes, so I am pretty early, so I'm going to log in here and see what's going on so I can actually read comments. That's what I'm hoping to do here. I am hoping to do that. I'll just have to drop my volume. There I am. Look at that. I am on. That's cool. Awesome. And I'm 100% charged on this, so that is good. Okay. That's good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Alright, so hopefully this is finding everybody well. I actually hope I'm going to end up with people on here because it's been a while since I did a live. It's been quite a while since I've been alive. And I know we were doing lives every month, and well, that kind of changed a little bit with some stuff happening around here. And I thought, well, now's probably a good time to share all that with you. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. We got one person. We got three people in here. So we'll wait on that. Let's see what else. I got my whiskey. That's right. I got my water bottle too. I've been playing around with the laser engraver lately, and I got that. The CK knife and tool, and it has the Wyoming on there. So I got that. That's pretty cool. I like that. That is nice. What else? I'm gonna probably turn it off. Probably can't hear the heater. I got the heater on. It's not too bad in here now. I'll turn it down a little bit, see what's going on. I'll be able to take you guys with and not have to worry about any. I don't have to worry about any noises. Gotta love whiskey. Hey Tom, how you doing? Yeah, I even picked up some water bottles from a local store here. I got a couple of them here. These like 30 ounces or something like that. Yeah, they say they're from China. What else is new, huh? But got a couple there. I'm trying to practice a little bit there. So how you doing, Tom? We got some people in here, kind of checking in a little bit. Gonna wait a little. Trying to think. Honestly, I wish I had some more knives to share with you guys today, but I am working on some. I just ended up sending all the sniper frogs over to SOB Rifles, and Chuck over at there. Oh, I guess Dutch wants to go out. So let's see here. Let's see Dutch up there. There you go. Okay, Dutch wants to go out. He's gonna go hang out outside for a while. Can you get out? Okay, let's do that. Hey, Mark, how you doing? And hello, Tom again. And we'll get this going. Hope everything's going okay for you down there, Mark. I haven't heard from Colin a little bit. I guess he's been a little busy, but oh, here, I'll turn the light on so some people chiming in, they might not see that stuff behind me there, but oh, look at that. Oh, that's the flag. There we go. See, that's the light right there. So hopefully the audio is okay. I'm wearing the wireless mic, and hopefully it's going good. But let's see. So yeah, so I was talking about the sniper frogs. So I actually got all the sniper frogs over to Chuck and the gang at SOB Rifles. I took a couple pictures in the past, but I realized yesterday after I left and we were doing things, I forgot to take finalized pictures of all of the 8 knives. No big deal, I'm making some more. So what else we got here? I got a bunch of Red River and some other stuff. Loud and clear. Thanks, Tom. Queer. Loud and clear. Clear. Got a bunch of, I got Red River, I got Cliff, Luke. I got your two, your three 307s there. Cliff, yours is going. Everybody's got, they're all cut and shaped, just like that. See, they're all cut and shaped, ready to go. They're scribed. So they're scribed and ready for blade profiles. So that's going to be happening this weekend, actually. And Jonathan hasn't checked in yet, so I don't know what Jonathan's doing. He usually jumps in here, and because I'm using my phone as a recording device, I cannot send Jonathan a message. But I've got Jonathan's here. I got his Amarok, and I did taper tang on that. I got that taper tang going. There you go, right there. I got the taper tang all good. I got to do the blade profile on that this weekend, Friday and Saturday. We'll get that going, we get that up and running. Eric's camp knife, that's already been drilled, and the tang is drilled and the choil's done. It's ready for a blade profile. Chris's is all done, and Adam's, yours is ready for gluing up. Hey, Ella joined us, guys. You gotta say hello to Ella. She's hunkered down in the house with Kasha right now. So, and Adam, I have your pup. It's all heat treated, and the scales are getting fitted, and we'll be gluing that up shortly. So that'll be pretty good. What else? Well, I wasn't gonna do this. And there's Kasha. There she is. We're checking in. Family's checking in. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna share it because, guys, you mentioned you've seen Cohen in one of the videos in the past when I did it with Dave, and then he pops up every now and then on Instagram or a little, short video I did here. But Cohen came out for a few hours today. He's working on his knife. He's making a companion for himself, and he was like, "Well, if you want to show anybody," I'm like, "Well, that's kind of yours to show." But you know what? I'm gonna give an attaboy because I want to show you guys how he's doing. This is his first. He tried doing a couple little things here and there, and I had to pull him away and I had to finish it all up. But this is his actual knife. He's actually doing a really good job. So I gotta say, there we go. See, Tom's saying hi to everybody, and all good Colin. So check this guy out. I'll get his knife here, and he's got it hunkered away in his box. So I think he did. Yeah, for a second there, I was thinking he might have taken it with him. But he's got it wrapped up in painter's tape. But check this out. I want to get some good light on this so you guys can see it. Come on over here. But he's doing a companion. Now this companion got surface ground a little bit thinner than the others, but you really don't notice it unless you compare the two. But he picked dyed stabilized curly maple, and this was dyed black, so it doesn't actually get black. It turns more like that gray. And let me turn another light on here. Try to shed on it. I don't know if that's going to help much. No, that doesn't help at all. We'll stick with daylight, but look at the curl on that so far. And better yet, you know what I'll do is I'll get the rubbing alcohol because it'll dry fast enough. And I can show you guys because the scales look really nice when they're wet. And you guys know when you get a good gloss on them or something like that. But I'll clean it up a little bit. He's only at, I think, like 120 grit right now. But so he picked the Wyoming bison. So he's got that on there. So that's really nice. He's got that on his scales there. But check this out. There we go. Clean them up anyhow. Look at how pretty that is, huh, gang? And that's only 120 grit right now. And he's gonna sand this to 600 grit, and he wants to polish it up really good. He's got to clean those pins out and stuff like that as well. But look at that, huh? Yeah, he's doing a really good job with that. I was just telling Kasha and Ella, I says he's doing really nice. And I didn't touch this. The only thing I did on his knife, he asked me to do the blade profile. Yeah, that's right, Tom. Awesome. I'll make sure. He does watch the videos. He actually just took off. He was heading home because he's got a part-time job now. We're getting ready for the summertime because the kids are getting out of school soon. So he's going to be doing lifeguard stuff. So he's got to go home and do some studying and stuff like that. And then he's going off to the church youth group where we all go to church. He does the youth group there, so he's going there tonight. And that's where Ben just took off to a little while ago. But he asked me to do the blade profile. So he actually cut this out, a solid bar stock with my template. He cut it out. He drilled the tang. He surface ground everything. He hand sanded it after I did the blade profile. And he got it ready for heat treat. Then I just ran to heat treat because, you know, I'm here during the day. So I did the heat treat for him. I pulled it out. He fit the scales on himself. Actually, I wasn't even in the shop when he did it. He fit the scales on himself. So the shoulder, it's kind of taped up. I don't want to remove the tape, but he did a really good job on those shoulders. And he buffed them all out really nice. And that was it. I mean, I literally, all I did was the blade profile on this thing. That's it. So he's really doing a good job on it. And it feels real nice. He's got some hand sanding back here. He's got to soften these edges up a little bit. But otherwise, it's a really fit knife. So look at that, guys. Let's give it one more shot of some moisture. Here we go, some rubbing alcohol again to show everybody what these look like right there. So look at it, look at how pretty that is, isn't it? That is something else. And it's a book match set too. This is a book match set. I've got a few of these left over that fit different size knives. And he really fell in love with this one. And I don't know if the camera's gonna show much, but you can even see some of the tan. That's a tan color right there. I don't know if that's gonna come through. See, that's like a tan right there. So it's really nice how you get this light tannish cream color with the grays and the dark gray and the light gray and silverish look. It's really slick. Is there a finished product you can show us? Well, actually, Tom, the bad thing is most of my knives ended up over at our local sporting goods store. It's a family-owned business here in Gillette, and it's called Rocky Mountain Discount Sports. And I went over there on the advice of a young lady that we knew she works there, and sales have been kind of slow here. And she's like, why don't you talk to, so-and-so Brian? He's one of the owners of the stores, a chain. And I went and reached out to him, and he's like, yeah, bring the knives in. So I brought him my box, my big Pelican case that I usually travel with all my knives, and he just loved all of them. And he took 9 of them, I think. I think I had 11 or 12, 13 knives, and he took most all of them, and some of them had the Madagascar ebony and Goncalo Alves. Well, actually, I got one here that's Goncalo Alves, actually. Looking great. Hey, Jonathan, there you are, buddy. I was just showing everybody, not only Cohen's, but I was showing everybody your knife. Well, it's still a knife blank, pal. That's, I'll make it, I got distracted here real quick. So this is where I ended up, right here. But I got your taper tang and everything. So, but in the next few days, I'll be doing that. And I've got some other days that are coming up, which I'll be explaining shortly of maybe why I'm got kind of sidetracked with things. But let's see here. Everything I have pretty much on hand is going to be my Carta, except for the Goncalo Alves that I have here. And the Goncalo Alves is on my Amarok. It's the first one ever made, so I always grab it and people grab it, but that's the Goncalo Alves. Let me try to tilt you up here a little bit. But that's got the taper tang on it, and this is what Jonathan's getting, his finished knife. This is what his knife will end up looking like, except he's got different scales, and he's got a CK pin. He opted to have a actual CK. My maker's mark that I normally put in blades, he wanted it in the knife itself, right here. So I got that done. And then I make the sheaths. I make the sheaths myself as well. So, well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I'm actually glad that the Wi-Fi, the wireless is working out pretty good. So I got that going. But yeah, I wish I had some sniper frogs to share with you guys. But Cohen, again, he's doing a great job on these. He's got these hand sanded. I've got some more we're working on, so that's the sniper frog shape. But these are going to get special scales. I was talking to Chuck, and he wants to try a different type of scale material, and it's a G10 in rubber laminated. So there's layers of G10 in rubber, and when you use that, it makes it a lot more tacky, a lot more grippy. So that's kind of cool. So let's see here. So I'm going to sit down here for a second because I got the iPad here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see what kind of questions we got going on here before I get started. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's see the questions first. Let's see, what are we shooting for? Okay, everybody's saying hi, scales look good, agree Mark. Just got here, okay, good stuff. Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in. I know it's been a while since I've done a live. I know it's kind of had a lot of things going on. I'll be explaining a lot of that stuff with you all. But for folks just checking in and playing with my laser engraver some, so I got some, it's a 17-ounce water bottle I grabbed from Wally World, and that worked out good. And, oh, almost forgot. I've got this, a Marine buddy of mine gave me this for my birthday because I recently had a birthday. So let me get my ice because I've got a drink here because it wouldn't be whiskey and knives if it wasn't for the whiskey. And today's whiskey I'm showcasing, you're going to notice it's already missing some, but today's whiskey I'm showcasing is is a really special one. It actually turned out really good. It's a really good tasting whiskey. It was kind of one of those things you hear about it and you see it and you kind of like want to support the cause, but you're not really sure how good it's going to taste. And myself and my buddy Rui, who came out from Washington to visit with his girlfriend Shannon, Rui and I cracked it open and it was delicious. And I'm doing Noble, and the Noble is part of Mike Rowe Works. If you know who Mike Rowe is, from the guy from Dirty Jobs, he started Mike Rowe Works. It's a nonprofit that helps get young adults and kids when they're getting out of high school or into college, what they might want to do for a living, and they promote getting into the trades. And they got together with the company and are doing this whiskey, and the proceeds go to the foundation to help get everybody involved in the trades, plumbing, heating and air conditioning, electric, all sorts of stuff. But it's very good. This Noble is very, very good. Rui and I were just ecstatic with it. It's really nice. After the live stream, they do have a website, Tom, but they don't sell a whole lot on the website. They're not like a Sportsman's Warehouse or Cabela's. There's 5 stores right now. I'm only retailing in the one in Gillette, but they have Gillette, Riverton, Sheridan, Casper, and I'm thinking Cody maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to turn this down. I can hear myself it's kind of distracting. So I'll turn this down. I do have links, I think, pop up on my Facebook page every now and then when I'm doing posts. I post stuff on Instagram, and it automatically goes over to Facebook. And usually there's something, like a tag, that little pound sign hashtag they call it for that. But yeah, so that's it. But I can always leave something down below. But it's Rocky Mountain Discount Sports, in case you want to check it out. But don't go anywhere yet. But my buddy Rui gave me this. It's 1972 vintage, aged to perfection. So it was kind of funny. So, here's to everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the support. So, but without any further ado, oh yeah, I like that one. I like that. That's right up there. And I got a list on my phone of a lot of different whiskeys and bourbons that I try, and this is going to be up in the top 10. Actually, I like this and the Macallan. I like the what was it? Belvini and the Blattons and such. It's got a really good finish. Doesn't have a hard bite. Sometimes if you drink them, they got a really good bite at the beginning, and this one doesn't. No, doesn't have that big bite. So, so we got here. She says, "I gave you the whiskey mug." Oh, well, I didn't have a whiskey mug. I got my whiskey glass. I had to show it off for Rui. I was thinking Rui and Shannon might jump in, but I sent Rui and Greg a text, but I haven't heard back from them. And so you can shoot him a message. Shoot Shannon a message. Hey, Chad's on. Wants to say hi. Got to say thank you to Shannon too. Rui and Shannon flew out here. I turned 50 just recently. And Rui and Shannon traveled all the way from Washington State to here. They flew out to visit. And we were supposed to have a big shindig and everything last weekend. But we got hit with a blizzard. And the blizzard just decimated everything. And they got stuck here for a while, and then we got our vehicles stuck trying to get out and do stuff, and it was quite interesting. We were without power for about 7 hours, but there was a lot of folks here that were without power for, I think, better part of 20 hours or so. So that was a big one there. So, but yeah, so I had a 50th birthday that has come and went, and it's definitely very interesting. It's when you start getting to that point, you start realizing that you got more behind you than ahead of you probably. So it's quite interesting to say the least. But it was nice to have them out to visit, so it was really cool. So I wanted actually to have him on here so I could have said thank you again. But Ruby's the one that got me the glass, so. She's teasing me. She's saying I'm getting old. What's up with that, huh? You gotta let her talk to me like that, guys. Come on, stick up for me. Sales, knives, yeah. Oh, you know me, guys. I've never gotten political. I don't tout politics and religion and all that other stuff. Travis is on here. You're older than me. I don't talk a lot of politics and stuff on here, but I'm September this year will be 8 years I've made knives. And I've made knives in some questionable economic situations, and I've had a lot of people support me through all that time. And I always appreciated all of it. But it's now that we're coming to realization that things are not looking all that bright for everything going on there. I got some folks coming in and saying hello too at the same time here. So, reliably uncool guy, hello. That's a nice name you got there. Oh, it's Cohen. Hey guys, Cohen jumped in there. Hey Cohen, I showed off your knife, buddy. I went and showed off your knife to everybody, and it looks good. So I figured I'd share it with everyone. So it was getting good thumbs up there. But so with that being said, yeah, the sales haven't been all that great as of late, and I don't sympathize. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, probably a month or so ago. I mentioned a really quick video I recorded on Instagram or shared it on here. With everything going on in the economy and around the world, and many of you guys know, I've mentioned in the past that Kasia has a lot of family in Poland. That's where she's from originally. And we see and we hear things and what they hear and what they're told and what they see there in Poland or in Germany, and then what we see here in the US, and what's happening with everything. I mean, milk, chicken, beef, bread, gas, all that stuff. Everything I get to make a knife. FYI, Mom got you the glass. Oh, Mom got me this glass? I thought that was, see, I'm getting old. She got me the mug. That's what she was saying, the mug. I was thinking, what mug? Oh, so Mom, my wife, Tasha, got me this glass. Oh, that's right, because she gave me that on birthday. I thought it was actually the kids. That's what it was. See, I am getting old. I'm getting all distracted. So too many things in my mind right now. It's, too many things in my. The only good donkey is the one defeated in an election. So everything I do to make a knife for everybody, it has to be shipped to me. There's absolutely nothing that I can get here that's local. I maybe some leather, but that's a whole nother story now. But yeah, so my costs. I bought a bunch of stuff last year. Bunch. I went into water jetting on some of the higher production knives that kind of help kick up production a little bit. And then the rest of it I bought bar stock for a lot of things. And at the end of the year last year, right after the grand opening that we did everything, I had enough steel to make over 300 knives. And just to put in perspective, and this is one of those behind the scenes kind of things, you can, now it all changes because of the size of the knife and such, but steel at that point, my cost, just to give you a little behind the scenes and a little bit of openness, my cost was right around $35 a knife, just in steel. And I bought over 300, I bought enough steel to do 300 knives. So just to kind of put that there. And then I bought micarta, and I got desert ironwood and Madagascar ebony and cocobolo. I got liner material, I got pins, all that stuff. Because I was investing in this year because I knew things were going to get a little bit tough this year at shipping and stuff like that, what we saw last year, because many of you guys have been following me. When I built this place, it was nuts. The prices of lumber and everything else, so we had no idea what we were getting into. D.O. and CK Ice Mold. CK Ice Mold, don't know. I don't know what that means. Get back to me, D. Owen. I'm not sure what that means. So anyhow, so I did invest in a lot of stuff, but now I did not think it was going to get as bad as it is now. And I'm not saying that, you know, hey, poor me, you got to buy knives for me. It's quite the opposite. I completely understand. There are so many people there right now. All of us are, you know, it's pretty much double the price. When we first came out here to look at, for my whiskey, okay. When I first came out here, February 2021, gas was $2.14, and now it's $3.99. So, you know, you can't do it. It's hitting all of us, especially folks across the enemy lines over in Oregon, California, and Washington. So with that being said, I completely understand, and I have no regrets or remorse for what I did to invest in the company, but also I understand completely that why knife sales are what they are, because my wife and I were just talking about it a while back, and it's like, you know, you just can't afford a $300, $400, $500 knife all the time. It's not like we were in, you know, 2018, 19, 2020, even 2021. I mean, I'm almost kicked out 100 knives myself, and I went on vacations, I went house hunting, and you know, in 2020, I went on vacations and house hunting and stuff like that, and in 2021, I made like 40 or 50 knives, and I moved my entire home and family and my shop, and I rebuilt all over again. So, but the reason why I mentioned that is because I still have a lot of inventory, a lot of stuff here, and I'm still prepared to make knives. But I've had to step back a little bit, and because of with you know Kasha bearing the brunt of everything, I had to go and get a job, and it's the first time in probably 12 or 15 years I'm not working for myself 100%. I mean, I did construction all the time, and I homeschooled the kids. I did knives for almost 8 years, and I did tile work on the side. I did little projects here and there. I did help a family acquaintance help with their fire extinguishers, and I helped him do that for a while when he was getting off the ground and everything. But yeah, I haven't actually like punched a clock and did stuff in ages, and I had to go back and do that. I had to go back and get a part-time job locally, and it's been nice as I'm getting anywhere between 25 and 30 hours a week, which is good. It helps take the burden off of Kasha a little bit, but it also takes me out of the shop a little bit more now, because now I'm not making knives at the whim. You know, I'm not making it at a whim. I'm making knives based on my other job and my schedule there and stuff like that. So, so I had to share that with you guys, because I understand 100% about what it is about not being able to do things like that. So, oh, look who chimed in. And it's Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf chimed in, guys. That was Jeff. Yeah, it was. About time you got a job. My old buddy Jeff, my knife mentor up in Montana there. Jeff and I were the ones that designed the knife called the Montana, and named it after that visit we did together. We made that design at his kitchen table. So that's rough. You know, it's not that bad. Yeah, it is what it is, right? You know, you get a part-time job, you do it. There's a lot of guys that do knife making part-time only, and that's how they've always done it. I have been kind of fortunate to not have to worry about that. I mean, I was homeschooling the kids, and I was doing knife making, so I was kind of part-time that way, but then it gave me a lot of opportunity to dedicate to the business that got me to make knives for Rob Turkle of Lunkers TV and Word Poet Society and Coyote Works and Kit Badger and Icon Vehicle Dynamics and so on. So it really got me out there, and it got me the ground that I was standing on to work with companies like Ground Pounder Coffee and Pelican and Off-Road Tents and Goanna Equipment. They've been in Black Fox Knife Works. I mean, a huge supporter for the channel. So none of that is going away. It's just I have to step back, and I have to start focusing more on the family over the next couple of years, as you guys agree, can understand. So I'm still going to be making knives, but you're not going to be seeing the content that you got in the previous years. I'm going to try to do whiskey and knives every now and then, And what I really like to do is do a lot more like behind the scenes or question and answer kind of stuff. But I thought it was kind of important that I shared it with you because the last couple of months, getting a new job and trying to get things sorted and trying to come to terms with the fact that A, I'm turning 50, B, the company I've worked for almost 8 years to build is on the precipice. We're at that edge, like a lot of small businesses are. And C, just, punching the clock. These three things really get you to not kick you in the lice cubes. And then I got a kid graduating high school this year, guys. Isn't it nuts? Yeah, Ben's graduating, 18. Many of you guys have been following. You remember when he made his first knife and he did it for John Stearns. And he made some knives for John Stearns, and I think he was like 14 years old, I think, at the time. He made 3 knives when he was 14 and 15 years old, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, he graduating in a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. And then Ella, I tease her. I'm going to tease her again in this. I'm going to embarrass her because she's a junior, guys, but she's only 16. She's going to be a senior this fall. She'll be 16 years old as a senior. So I'm proud of them. So when you turn 50 and you get all these things happening, and then you got a freaking recession and everything else, it's like, it's nuts. So, but I gotta say, the messages I still get, like the DMs, the direct messages or PMs, private messages, when I call them over like Instagram or here on my phone and stuff like that, for a lot of the guys that are my knife customers. I mean, everybody's supportive, but by all means, guys, it's like, don't support just me. There's so many small businesses out there that you can support. Again, whether it's a cup of coffee, whether it's, I buy this. I mean, like, this would have been not an issue, 3-4 years ago, buying something like this, not an issue. You buy stuff like this now, it's like, oh my gosh, now you gotta measure it by gas gallons, that kind of thing. But it's all that little stuff. I still have coffee, I still sell little tumblers and, hats or t-shirts or hoodies that go through Bunker Branding and stuff like that. So I do have that stuff, and every little bit helps a small company like mine, but all your local companies, we're all starting to feel it. So, and it's not a call arms to say, spend more money with me, like buy my brand. No, support brands in general, support whoever's local to you, try to at least. Every little bit helps, eat at a taco stand or the food truck. Those little tiny things help, because those food trucks cost more money to get to that location that you're eating at now. So that's kind of the thing. What else? Oh, I got a really special knife. Part of me wants to show you some of this, and I don't think he's on here. I haven't seen him on here. I'm not going to show everything, but I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek because it's a companion, but it's a special companion. So I'll take you over here. I'll probably yell at you guys think I'm doing this. It's kind of a collaboration we're doing with a couple other people, but I got to show you because I'm going to send it out soon and show it. Such a bad influence, Jonathan. I can only show you parts of it because some of it would give away. The recipient would know who it's for then. So, but this individual is a big supporter of the military, and stuff like that. So, let's hear what's Travis saying here. The joke here is our local sporting goods and FFL store recently closed down here. It's rough on all small businesses. Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. So, but yeah, so I'm going to reveal secrets. Okay, the first thing is I can show you this, because part of this, there's 3 people that are involved in this knife. Myself, Forgotten Coast Canine, and Ballistic Overland. And I can't help it. So if you guys are watching this, they haven't commented and they haven't checked in. So those guys are being slackers and not doing anything. So I'm okay with that. So you guys get to see something. So first off, that's the knife. So you can see, I actually etched, they wanted me to do that, etched the Forgotten Coast Canine. You see that? You get that right there. So, who just jumped in here? A comment just came up. Who was that? I got a delay. I see something popped up on my phone. Here we go. Okay, good evening. Is your snow all melted? Yes. Yeah, we have, I think we have like maybe a little tiny snow drift. I mean, it's a tiny little, it's like 2 foot by 6 foot, and it's lit this deep. So that's the only snow drift I got left on my property. I just actually put my Starlink out. I got a pole and I drove it into the ground 2 feet, and 4 feet are sticking out. and I mounted my Starlink to it, so we're gonna be doing the wiring this weekend. But, so, yeah, Travis caught that, yeah. So, there's the Forgotten Coast Canine Subdued logo etched on that. And then, you see that? Yeah, that's crazy. So, in the back of it, it's got red and black, red, with the tech lock, because the individual's a big supporter of veteran community. He's always doing stuff for veterans and stuff like that, so it's actually kind of waiting. Let me get a towel over here. I'll wipe the oil off, at least on this side. I can't show you guys the other side because there's something on the other side that's etched, and that'll, if it comes out in video and he sees it later, then he'll know. It won't be a surprise anymore. Handle is amazing. So there's a companion, and there's that handle. And let me put my finger right over top of that. It's a book match set right there, so you can see that? It's called Mexican Blanket. And I got it from it's called G Carta. And I got it from G.I. Hansen. And it's the guy and his family has started these. Oh, I started throwing the other side. Can't do that. Guys didn't say anything. You didn't catch me. What the heck's up with that? You give me trouble. But so that's it right there. And it's very unique. It's got black micarta pins. That's why you don't see anything on the side right there. So really slick. I gotta cover the top of it again because if I show that, that'll get in trouble. But really nice. So, but yep. So that's what that is. I've never worked with it before. This has been hand sanded down to about 600 grit. And got pretty shiny. It's got the the butcher block oil on it, but it's pretty slick and pretty smooth. So let's see here. I'm looking at there we go. There we are. Right there. I can show you underneath. Here we are. So you see that book match, how that matches up. So almost gave away the secret again. So there we go. So somebody says I'm in trouble. Oh, Carl. How you doing, Carl? How's my buddy over in Moscow? Yeah, so there's a knife. There's another knife for you guys. So it's whiskey and knives, right? So I just showed you Cohen's knife. I showed you this knife. We talked about the Engraver, so we got that going. But so turning 50. Here's cheers to everybody to hit 50 and over. Hey, Carl, you're like what, 95 now or something? What else? What else has been going on? So we got Rocky Mountain. Laser engraver's been working good. I do have to work on the rotating tool, that part right there. Yeah, that's right there, right? Yep, that's the one right there, yep. That's the rotating tool, that's the one that spins. I gotta work on that a little bit more. I gotta get that figured out. Alex over by Laser Everything, the YouTube channel and Instagram, really helpful group of people there. Really cool about that. His wife does more of the admin stuff now, so, but super helpful with a lot of the things that we're doing it. 195, come on, man. So, how's the weather been up there in Moscow, Carl? How's Idaho treating you? Actually, my buddy Rui is beautiful. Oh, look at this, beautiful. My buddy Rui's girlfriend Shannon, she goes out that way too. She likes that area. So that's really nice. Hey, who is that? Who is Suburban Homestead YAZ? I don't know. You've popped on here before, haven't you? That sounds familiar. I don't know why. I don't know. Remember the name. Sometimes I remember the names of people and some don't. So, but okay. Mark likes that. Mark likes it. And Mark again is the dad of Colin, who I made that knife for, and we were doing stuff. He's the Marine that took one of my knives, my pup that Mark bought him. He took my pup over to Afghanistan. He spent a couple of days in Afghanistan, huh? Had some good stories to share with me and everything like that. And he had it. That's right. That's why I remember you. Yeah. You've been on my videos before. I remember you're a local gal. That's right. Hey, there's Colin. Okay. Colin's here. Look at that. So everybody say hi to Colin. Colin's in here. He finally woke up. Woke up from his nap. His mid-afternoon nap. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Very good. Okay, Mark. Okay, Carl's saying that we're in math. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're getting warm. We're going to be in the 70s Friday and Saturday, we're going to be in the 70s, and I think it's supposed to drizzle again. We can use the rain, no big deal there, but it's nice. It's funny how I say that. Spent 20 years in Washington State and couldn't get rid of it. And I move out here and I'm like, yes, please rain, because we get droughts. We're high desert, we're high plains, we're almost 5,000 feet. We're on that, so it gets pretty good. Other news. Okay, getting back to the whole economy thing and a lovely thing we were talking about on a much lighter note, right? I might have mentioned it before in videos, but no more trips this year. We're not doing any trips. I canceled we were going to go do Overland Expo Mountain West down in Colorado, Loveland, Colorado, but we're not doing that. Gas prices and with work, I just got to stay and I got to work between knives and my new job now. I got to do that kind of stuff. So, got to take advantage of the 2-hour chow breaks when in Garrison. Yeah, knucklehead. So no trips. Not doing the Northwest Overland Rally in Plain, Washington. That was going to be a big trip. That's like 15 hours from me. And Kosh and I were originally thinking about doing that, but it's a big trip. And we didn't want to just drive the whole 15 hours and get there at dark 30 or something like that. And so we were talking about maybe we'd stay overnight someplace. And again, being a longer drive, almost 15 hours, it was just the expense of that. So that's why we were looking at then Loveland, going down for Overland Expo West, Mountain West, and Loveland, Colorado. But in light of everything going on and then getting a job, I decided no, I can't take off and do that. I can't do it, so I canceled that. So I'm not going to do that. Maybe next year would be nice, but honestly, guys, I really hope next year would be better. But part of me is just like, we've always been kind of the prepared mindset. Maybe it's the stories my grandmother shared with me during the Depression or Kasha growing up in Poland. We've always hunkered down and had that mindset in general. So we're kind of just getting that by. Plus, we're trying to. The only debt we have is our house, and we're doing really good to try to pay that down. I'm not a huge fan of Dave Ramsey, but I do follow some of his stuff. I listen to some of the podcasts, and I read his book. Bought one book in particular, I forgot which name it was. I read it twice years ago, but we just moved out here, and we're really hoping that we get the house paid off before I turn 60. That's the goal, if not earlier. So that's kind of one of those things we're trying to strive for. And having been able to, as I was telling this company I went to go work for, they said, well, you got to pass your drug screening and all that stuff. And I told them, I says, there's 3 things I'm pretty confident in. It's my drug screening, my background check, and my credit score. So all of them are really good. So there was no issues there with anything, but I thought somebody commented and it disappeared on me. No trips this year. Not really sure. I was actually hoping to try to do, Wyoming actually has a BDR now, like Washington and Colorado and some other states. Wyoming has a BDR, backcountry discovery route. We were thinking about doing that, but not sure it's going to happen because we could do it, but there were some folks that wanted to meet up with us to do it. But we're not going to be able to do that now because I can't dictate that. I work every other weekend, and I'm just hoping to try to get as many hours as I can with the company. So this way, the more hours now, the better. It is what it is. I don't want to say because who it is. There's people locally that recognize me or know me, but I don't want to say what it is because I don't know if I should. I didn't ask them. I didn't talk to them about it, so I don't know if I will say what I do now. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that. I mean, I'll ask the boss tomorrow maybe if I see him or if I talk to him or something like that. But I don't know what if they like that or anything. I don't know. Most of you guys that watch this don't even live by me, but there are people that would follow it or do something. They do end up seeing me there. So I guess that's okay, but I didn't ask, so I probably shouldn't say it. But it's definitely in my wheelhouse. I'll say that. I am definitely, within my realm. And then you guys could probably figure out what that might be. And no, I'm not a copycat. No, I thought about it a little bit, just a little bit, but I can't yell anymore, as you guys know, after my surgery, and I sound pretty good now. I got the lavalier mic, and I do talk a lot, right, honey? No. So I think that actually helped. Just the fact that by nature I'm a talker, I think it helped strengthen the vocal cords and really got me going because, like I said, guys, if you followed, like many of you have since I had my surgery, you should have seen the look on that surgeon's face when he walked in the room and I was talking. He absolutely didn't think I'd be talking right then and there, let alone much. Paul Blair Malka. No Malka. No law enforcement at all. No firefighter, no law enforcement, no nothing. So, yeah, Kasha's like, yes, of course. Yes, she loves me so much. But Jonathan and everybody else that, yes, you talk a lot. I am making knives. I've only sold, and to put in perspective, in the previous years, in the last 5 years, by March of that for the beginning of the year, by that March, April, I've had to close my website down because I'd had 35, 40 orders. And it'd have to take me like 5-6 months to fulfill those orders. So I think I've sold 28 or 30 knives. I'd have to count for sure. I have to take a minute. Maybe I have to take my socks off for my toes. But I've only sold up to date under 30 knives. I believe it's under 30. It's probably under 26. So yeah, so that kind of gets it in there. So I probably, the website is open. There are some knives available to purchase. Some of them are already made. Cohen and I have a pile of knives. We're just making them. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I bought the steel and I want to get some knives in the Rocky Mountain. I want to try to get some in the other stores and do that. They also sell my coffee, which is pretty cool. But I want to get my knives in those other stores. So this way you get a Memorial Day sale or you get a Christmas or something like that. You get that impulsive shopper to buyer, something like that. And then I'm pretty much going to keep opening the, oh, do I have Jaspers? I don't know if the Jaspers are open. I would have to look. I don't know. I can't look at my phone now just yet, but I would have to say I can make them available. I think I have steel, a bar stock. They're not one of the knives I did high production. The pups, the camp knives, the companions, I did those water jetted, which basically means instead of buying a full, and I should probably talk about that. I got my start just using bar stock steel and just cutting it and doing it. But having to keep up with the demand of sales, I had to try to figure out how I can streamline the business the best way possible and still make things handmade. So the knives that sold a lot, like the camp knives and the pups are the two top ones. Next to like my kitchen knives. The kitchen knives are all bar stock steel. I don't water jet those. I make them all right from start. But the companion, the camp knife and the pup, those all get done by water jet, but they're just basically blanked out. And the reason why I did that was several actually, and you guys will probably understand once I explain it, is one, I buy a bar stock of steel, and before I'd have to blue dike them, trace it all out, cut it into the rough piece, and then I'd cut away the material to get into like the grooves and stuff like that. So if I was cutting out the knife, first I would just cut like a rectangle, then I would try to hog away some of this material as best as I could. Then I would grind the rest of it. Belts, on average, one belt costs me $7, and I get maybe 2 knives out of it. And ultimately what ends up happening is I spend about $35 in belts per knife. And then it wears on the steel, and then you've got the hour of cutting everything and doing it all. So in the high-end production ones, I went ahead with water jet. And what they do is they send me a basic blank. And I can show you. Let's bring you guys over. Let's change the scenery, shall we? What I do is I end up just getting it shaped. And what it does is it saves me both on the belts. See, there it is. It saves me on the belts And to make it this shape would cost me about $14. That'd be rough because I go to 3 different belts. I do 40, 60, and 120. 40, 80, and 120. So it cost me about $14 to shape it, and it would take me about an hour, hour and a half to do all that. But if I water jet it, then I don't have that expense. Now, granted, some of it conveys over to the water jet cost, but the other caveat is too, when I ship steel, and this is the big one, guys, y'all know this now, between shipping prices and fuel prices and stuff, when I got steel shipped to me, I'm paying for the entire bar, and I cut away that rectangle, I'm cutting away about 15% of that steel. And it's on every knife. 15 to 20% of that steel, at least, well, we'll say 10 to 15% of that steel cuts away. That gets thrown out. I've paid for that shipping weight, and I just cut it out and I threw it away. Whereas when I water jet and it gets sent to me, the only steel I'm paying for now is the steel I grind away when I do blade profile or taper tang or when I drill the holes. So that's why I had to go that route. It was financially responsible. And that's why a lot of my knife prices only changed like 10 bucks. Because I was able to do some of this stuff. Now I did that for a little while, but now the problem is my belts are going up. And now the shipping's even gone up more since last year when I bought all this. So, but to water jet, again, like I said, I got water jet blanks and I had a bar stock of steel. And I had enough steel to make over 300 knives. And it's averaged about $35 a knife, $37 a knife. You do the math. That's how much money I actually just dumped out of my pocket in October, November last year. So that's a lot of money. So let's see here. Hey, let's see who else. I'm ignoring some people here. So, Jonathan, so D. Owen, I could check on the Jaspers. I could do that. How long has it been since the surgery? Jonathan said. I still remember the video when you told everyone about it. Doesn't seem that long ago. Yeah, Jonathan. Kasha, that was, if she's still on here, I don't know if she's still on here, but I think it was June. Was that June? I think it was June. It was right after Father's Day. I thought it was. Right about that time. So it was about June, almost a year. So we moved out here April 22nd. That was a day me and the kids were literally rolled up in the driveway. It was about 5:30, 6 at night. We rolled up into our driveway of our new house here in Wyoming and moved to Gillette. And it was April 22nd when I moved here with the kids. But yeah, so it's definitely been that. But you definitely, my voice gets worn after a while because it just gets tired after a bit where I start losing energy. I start kind of like that. So my new job's got me talking quite a bit. So it's taxing after a 6-hour, 8-hour shift. Let's see. Heck yeah, aren't currently, but I would love to order one. Okay, Owen, yeah, I'll look at the Jaspers. I'll see what that's like. I'm not tired, Sarge. I'm just lazy. That's for Jeff. Tristan says, hey, bud. Hey, Tristan, how you doing up there in Idaho? Another Idaho buddy. But yeah, so that's why I did the water jet. It was kind of help save cost and everything, and then I could roll it on to you guys when I was doing stuff. But I did get some robes done because I thought maybe Warrior Poet Society would want to get back together with me, but they've been getting a little big and they kind of forgot about me, I think. So that's kind of, I still make their knives. I still make the STPT, the stabby, thrusty, pokey gun. And since it's whiskey knives, that's the stabby, thrusty, pokey thing for you guys. That's it right there. That's the stabby, thrusty, pokey thing right there. It's not etched. I didn't etch this one. It was before laser engraver. But Kit Badgers, you might see it. It's faint, but let me see if I can get it. There it is right there. If you guys can see that. Can you see that? It says Kit Badger right there on the blade. There it is. Yeah, there it is right there. So you got that. So I still make both of these. I think there's a couple available to buy. And I don't have them pre-made. I'd have to just make them. But I do have the steel for it. I'm going to have to order some more steel because I got to do some other knives for folks. So I got to buy the steel. I just bought some scales, some special scales for sniper frogs. We're gonna do a special. We're gonna get 2 or 3. We're gonna do a special batch of. So. You're more than welcome, Carl. You're more than welcome to come on out, brother. We got a spare bedroom downstairs. We got a spare bedroom and bath down there, so you can come on out and you can stay with us if you want. Not a big deal. Gonna try lots of stuff going on, so let's see. Yeah, not a problem. You can. I'll just shoot you a text, the address again, and you can map it out and see what works best for you. I've had a couple people come out to stay with us. And just come out to visit. They stay at the local hotel. We live 15 minutes. Everything in Gillette you can get to within 15 minutes. Here, 15, 20 minutes. Okay, top. Sniper frogs, I gotta get SOB rifles. That's like a 35-minute drive, but I can deal with that. But yeah, you gotta go to all the different places, Home Depot, Menards, the movie theater, the airport, the grocery stores. It's all 15, 20 minutes. Who measures in miles nowadays, huh? But that's cool. So yeah, so that's what I did with the water jet. That's what I tried to do to save money. Pins, custom decorative pins. I don't know if I've done it yet on the website, but many of you as well has been following the channel quite a bit, and we'll get this wrapped up here shortly. Here, Alexi, my buddy Alexi, I've been buying pins from him over 5 years now, and everything's close. Yes, it is. Everything's close. My buddy Alexi's in Siberia, guys. If you remember, Alexi's the one that gives us these beautiful pins that I get to put in my knife, make your dreams reality. I did get some new ones. I probably haven't shared that in a while. I should do a post on Instagram, which will, again, go on Facebook. I've got some Navy ones, and I got some other ones that came in. But some company ones I'm doing locally, so for some local companies and ranchers nearby. Alexi's in Siberia, and this last batch of pins cost more money and took a lot longer to get to me because he shipped DHL. And DHL could not fly over European airspace because it was a plane leaving Russia. Yeah, this whole thing, and I've got my opinion on the whole situation too, but again, I try not to get involved in all that. I love all of you like family, and I'm not adverse to talking religion and politics with people. It's just some people are. That's why I stay out of it. It's not that I'm offended by different varying opinions and stuff, but I know some people just don't like to talk about that stuff, so I just leave it alone. But I can't get any more pins. Yeah, waiting to see how we can work on that, but it's going to be a long road to hoe, and we're not sure that we're going to be able to get any more pins, and that stinks. Yeah, and I mean, Alexi's a great guy. I've talked with Alexi, and we'll actually literally chat. We're 9 hours apart, but we'll exchange messages that'll last weeks. Our conversation will last weeks, and really nice guy. I have to say, a really nice guy, family fella, and everything else. Small business in Siberia. You've got nothing to do with any of this stuff. And just like us small businesses are being hurt by political leaders that have used their power or lied to us. What else is new, right? A politician that lied? It's almost like whiskey being wet. But yeah, so right at this point, I don't know if I can get any more pins, and how we even do that. It took us better part of a month to try to get money to him, and trying to traffic it around and trying to do stuff so he can just get all his orders out, the last bit of orders he had. So so we'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, I do have 70 some pins in stock, literally different styles. I think I have almost 200 pins total, and of those 200 pins, or 100 and some odd pins, I think I have 70 different types of pins, meaning an individual type of pin, like you guys know the Howling Coyote, or the Forgot Coast Canine, or the Kit Badger pins, stuff like that. Warrior Poet pins, I got 3 different kinds of Warrior Poet pins. I did manage to get, I think I got enough pins to do almost 50 Forgotten Coast Canine knives right now in stock. Again, at $50 a pin, and I got an order of 28 pins at $50 a pin. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I drink and I work in 2 jobs now. But, so that's it. Yeah, everything is close. Okay, that's it. So guys, I guess we can wrap it up. Unless anybody's got any other questions, I don't want to bore anybody anymore. I got y'all up to speed. I don't know if I'll do a live next month. We'll see how things are progressing. Economically, the economy, financially for us. I do have a couple things. I want to make a nikiri. I do want to come out with a new kitchen knife and nikiri, but not sure if now is the time to do that. I think now is the time to I've got so much money invested in the company right now that I just got to start selling the knives I have, the steel and what I already have. I got to try to sell that first before I start investing in new knife models and new knife designs and everything. The Sniper Frog's a different story because that's our contracted basis. So that's right now we're serializing them. So we were talking about maybe doing a different knife each time, but he liked the knife so much, we're just going to continue on with that series next year and the year after. We're serializing those. We etch them with their serial numbers. So we got that going. Oh, that's right. Somebody asked how to get one. I can ask Chuck, but right now, thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right now, the only way to get a Sniper Frog is to buy a rifle. So, hey, Colin, guess what? Your dad's going to get you a rifle for Christmas. So you can get a Sniper Frog. No, I'll ask Chuck to see what he says. I do know they're a SOB rifle specific knife. They're not like the Warrior Poet or the Kit Badger knife or Forgotten Coast knife, stuff like that. I can ask Chuck. Be careful, Colin. Your dad's probably going to buy a rifle and you get a knife. But I'll ask him. I'll see what he feels about that, what he thinks about that idea. But I know Chuck liked these knives, and he likes they're going to be gifts that go in. So if customer buys a rifle, they're going to get a knife with it. But they're his to decide. They're not mine to decide. So, look who joined us. Forgotten Coast Canine. Mr. O'Brien himself joined us. Better late than never to the party, mister. The glass is almost empty. Jesus. Oh, hey, usually there's somebody like Jonathan. You usually jump in here with your elixir of the evening. Why is it that you haven't commented yet? What kind of elixir are you enjoying this evening? Because mine's almost gone. And for you guys that haven't seen it, tonight's drink is Noble. It's the Micro Works version, so that's that. And I forgot my chocolate. I left it in the refrigerator here. I know you guys still hear me, so I don't care. Forgot my chocolate. Hello, it's fine tap water on ice. What? What's up with that? So, I got chocolate covered dark chocolate cherry. Oh, have a nice evening, you too. You take it easy, young lady. Thank you for stopping out. I gotta get you on the rye whiskey. No. No bueno. Nie dobrze. Nine yet. I can't do rye. Oh. Rye and IPA. I can't do them. I can't do rye, I can't do IPA, okay, I'll give you a little insight, guys. No rye whiskeys, no IPA beer, no Corona. That video I did a long time ago, that was just for fun. Corona's horrible tasting. I'm the Guinness guy. So no rye whiskey, no Corona. What else would it be? No IPAs. They're not good to me. I don't like them. No Southern Comfort. Bad Marine Corps memories there. Can't do Southern Comfort. Bush Light beer, can't touch it. Can't even do it. Nope. I had a Marine Corps. I had a roomie, a Lance Corporal, fellow Lance Corporal, and I turned 21 when I was in the Marine Corps. I was a Lance Corporal. I turned 21 in the Marine Corps. And that night, that Friday night, he's like, hey, you're turned 21. I turned 21 like on a Thursday at the time, whatever it was. It was during the week. So he's like, it's Friday. We're going to go out drinking. Well, first, we're doing this. He took a case of Bush Light and he stacked it on the heater of our room in our barracks. Because it was usually like a 3-man in a barrack. We had 2. He made like a pyramid of Bush Light on our heater, and he turned the heater on. And he heated up the Bush Light, and then he gave me Lord Calvert out of the bottle. And then to top it all off, he tried to teach me how to dip Kodiak. Suffice it to say, my 21st birthday got ugly fast. It was not good. It was not. I got drunk, threw up, and sobered, and then I got re-drunk. But I will, Southern Comfort, Lord Calvert, Bush Light, Old Style, Rainier beers, all that like low grade lager stuff I can't touch. Yeah, the Southern Comfort, bad memories, bad juju. Kodiak, I can't even smell dip. I smell dip, I get nauseous. Just, you open up a can, I'm like, yeah, no, can't do it. And that was 30 years ago? Wow, that was 30 years ago, holy crap. I got out, now almost 29 years ago, I got 93. I got out of the Marine Corps in 93. Colin, you weren't even born. Were you? You weren't born yet, were you, mister? Sounds like a normal weekday in the Marine Corps, yeah. Yeah. Can't do IPAs. Mitchers makes a good rye. Now, you know, yeah, I was 93. Okay, I got out in September 93. Were you born then? Everybody, Colin is as old as I've been out of the Marine Corps. How do you like them apples? Kristen, 94. I got you beat, buddy. I graduated 90. So. But April, okay. Now you got me. I was a junior in high school in 93. Yeah. 1990, I graduated. My high school doesn't even exist anymore, guys. It got tore down. It was a Catholic school. My graduating class was like 180 some people. Yeah, they tore it down a few years later. I don't know what they ever did with it. There was a boys' school and a girls' school. Catholic boy, Catholic girl. Holy Cross High School. I was a Crusader. 91. See, Jonathan's right up there with me. Oh, Jonathan, 91. You got a 50th coming up next year, buddy. Oh, boy. Yes, I did say Guinness, Carl. When you come here, we drink Guinness. Rui knows it. If Rui would have got off his butt and joined this YouTube video live, he would have been here to see that we drink Guinness in this house. But, wow. Jonathan's going to turn 50 next year. I'll tell you how it feels. There you go. But it's better in Ireland. I hear it is. I hear Guinness is actually better in Ireland. They serve it warm though, don't they? They don't chill Guinness in Europe. Ireland in June. Good luck on that one, buddy. 49 July. Oh yeah, Jonathan's gonna be 50 next year. Oh boy. I'll have some company in the pool. So, but guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We had a small turnout today because I think it's just folks aren't used to me doing lives. So my first beer after deployment was in Ireland. Oh, it just disappeared. It was cold. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they just served it off a tap warm or not. I wasn't sure about that. Never went to Europe, so I don't know. One day maybe when things settle down. Guinness at the storehouse. I don't know the storehouse. But I like Guinness. I keep it in the fridge. I got Guinness in this fridge out here in the shop. I got Guinness in the house. Kasha bought me some Guinness for my birthday. So we did that because we were supposed to have a big shindig, but said we got a blizzard instead. No. Chocolate covered cherries and Dark chocolate Hershey. That's what's in this. I keep it in the fridge. So it stays good, but 7 o'clock? Yep, 7 o'clock. Time for coffee, I guess. I finished my whiskey. I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you for joining me. Storehouse is a brewery. Oh, okay. They serve it cellar temp. Oop, that just disappeared. I'm catching up. You guys got a delay here, so I'll have to check what they serve it cellar temp, so not refrigerated, but cooler than room temperature. Oh, okay, Travis, that makes sense. Yeah, because I don't think they actually chilled it like we do here in the U.S. A lot of stuff, but yeah, I like Guinness. I don't know, it's got that thick. It kind of like just sticks to your tongue, sticks to your palate. It's kind of smooth. I like that. No, don't get me wrong. I like some lagers. I do like some basic ones. Blue Moon's a good one. I like that one. But yeah, I like a Guinness for some reason. But your palates change. They say, what is it? Ella told me this a while back. She did some in school or something for homeschooling. It was something like every 6 years your palate changes. You get different tastes every 6 years, something like that. So, but thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Have a good one, Chad. Best to the family. Thank you, sir. Guinness at the storehouse is amazing. Has to be poured correctly. Yeah, you gotta pour it on an angle. If you don't, it's like a big head on it, doesn't it? Oh. Yeah, it gets pretty tough there. Things I've learned watching Top Gear and Grand Tour. Oh yeah, guys, if you don't know, Travis is actually aren't you like a lord? Aren't you Lord Travis or Pastor Lord Travis or something like that? I remember we were talking about that back in 2019. The nitrogen, yeah, I love when you pop open a Guinness, it goes, that's crazy. They got that little tiny ball inside there. So, let's see, it's nitrogen in it. Let's see what else. Yep, okay. Well, then that's it, guys. I do appreciate it. We'll let you guys go. It's after 7 now, so it's been Sir Reverend Travis. That's right. Sir Reverend Travis it is. But, guys, thank you very much for all the support and everything. The best thing is keep up on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, I don't go on Facebook anymore. I literally don't. I gave up on Facebook. It's not on my phone. I don't have Messenger. I don't have anything. So you're either direct messaging me or DM or whatever they call it on Instagram, or a lot of you guys that are family members, you know, knife owners, you guys got my cell phone number, you send me a text message, do that if you gotta reach out, if you have any questions. You wanna come and visit, mi casa, su casa, come out to visit, I don't care, we got a spare bedroom, we even got a sleeper sofa, so we can put you on that if you want in front of the TV. We have a modest home, but the family members are always invited to come on out, just reach out to me for that. That's it, gang. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm going to go inside. I got to get up around. No, I don't have to get up. Yeah, I got to get up early. I got to work out here in the morning. And then I got to go to my other job in the afternoon and evening. So, yeah, it gets busy that way, too. I do now 40 to 60 hours easily every week. So, yeah, back to normal in a way. But I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. And again, whether you support me, support a different YouTuber, support a different company that's local to you, know that even if you're not told by each one of those people, it's all appreciated. I appreciate it, they appreciate it, we all appreciate it. If you want to buy coffee, I've got like 5 or 6 bags left over. I can always order more, which then if you're buying my coffee, I'm buying it from the roaster. That supports me and that supports them. T-shirts, hoodies, beanie or ball caps, I got ball caps, but the beanies, the t-shirts, the hoodies, and the long sleeves are all on Booker branding. I've got some new olive drab hoodies. Go check that out on the website. If you buy something like that, prices haven't changed since I started last year, so that's a good thing for now. So that's nice. But that's about it. And for the individual that never made the video and didn't get to see a sneak peek of this knife, shame on you, because you never did show up. But there it is again, beautiful looking scales. You'll find pictures of this next week on Instagram, as well as the recipient's name and more details in the etching and stuff like that. So gang, thank you very much. Remember, what's the old saying? Like, share, subscribe. keep me from the bottom of the YouTube bucket, even though that hasn't been helping much lately. It's still appreciated at my end. So you guys take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next live.